Okay. All right. So yeah, let's start here. So James mentioned a while ago that you're applying for the social media manager, right? And it's how long is your experience again being a social media manager before?
If my calculations are right, it's roughly around 3 years.
3 years. Okay. All right. Cool. That's good. Yeah. Can you tell me, or yeah, can you tell me more about your experience, doing so as or as a social media manager, please.
All right. Well, I've worked as a social media manager for real estate,
Uh,
health and wellness, and e-commerce. So
okay.
my job as a social media manager is to provide engagement and to boost the algorithm of all the social media accounts of my clients, and and making that engagement into leads or sales.
Mm,
So, as a social media manager as well, I am responsible for creating contents and graphics for my client, to represent my client and to sell their businesses, their services, and the entirety of the company.
mm-hmm.
So, at the same time, I am a graphic designer and a content creator. So I do my graphics, I edit videos, and do email campaigns as well. Just to boost the marketing side of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And as a social media manager, you need to be relevant, and you should go along with the trend.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where that's where I enter, because I'm super millennial. I'm just millennial, not Gen Z.
Okay.
Uh, and I'm heavily into social media. In fact, I manage at least five personal social media account and a YouTube channel, and
Okay.
and that's how passionate I am for social media. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess that's it.
I see. All right. All right. Sure. Thank you so much for sharing this one too. Rafael. What's your employment status right now, by the way?
As of the moment, just to be transparent, I have a business. I have a part-time job, as what I can call it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
called RapCap Graphics, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
also full-time managing my group on Facebook, which is VA Rookies, wherein I coach aspiring VAs
Mm-hmm.
towards their journey. But if you will ask me if I am currently employed, like legally employed, the
Mm-hmm.
answer is no.
I see. Okay. All right. Understood. Thank you. Do you think it will affect your schedule here, if ever, here in Star Virtual? Because since we do, service clients that is based in the US, then, your schedule will always be on a graveyard shift, and it's not really like the type of work that a freelancing, because you have a fixed schedule here, if ever.
hmm Well, there's nothing to worry about because these things that I'm dealing with are flexi time, and mostly I do it on a Philippine time, not on graveyard. And I know
Okay.
my priorities as well. So, if I will be asked to focus on this one, then of course I will do that.
All right. Understood. Thank you. Do you have pending applications aside from this?
Well, honestly, I'm heavily in search of a job. So, yes. However, this is the only application, or this is the first interview that I got for this month.
Okay, all right, good. That's good to know. And you're still good at working on a graveyard shift, right? No problem at all for that.
That is correct. Been on a graveyard shift since 2015.
Got you that one. Any medical condition that might affect you working at night then?
Well, if being unique is an illness, then I
Okay.
have just kidding.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so let's see here real quick. So 3 years doing a social, I mean, being a social media manager. What are the things that you can consider as your key strength, and at the same time, rooms for improvement, for yourself when it comes to professional aspects, of course.
hmm Well, all I can say is that I always think outside the box. So I have a lot of ideas, creative and analogical. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my edge. At the same time, I have stability under pressure, so I stand against the test of time. I guess that's a song.
Okay.
And also, I have integrity, so I really committed and always doing the right thing, even
Mm-hmm.
though it's remote, even though I'm working remotely. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been on this industry for quite a long time already, so I know the whereabouts and I'm an experienced
Mm-hmm.
virtual
Okay.
assistant.
All right, good. That's good to know then. What about your weaknesses then? Or
Oh,
let's
my
just say,
weakness. Yeah, as what they said, you will not be the best person if you don't have weakness. So my weakness, I believe, is my image, the way I look at myself. Well,
mm-hmm.
I believe I can work on that one since I am now influencing people. Even though I'm influencing people, there's still something that I need to work on myself, and that's an avenue for me to grow. And I believe working on this specific, uh, working with you and working directly with a client that you will assign to me, um, I declare, will help me overcome those weaknesses.
I see. All right, good. Yeah, I mean, we're happy if we, if we can be able to help you out, on that side of yours then. So yeah, thank you. Now, of course, working as a as a social media manager is some. Let's be honest, it's not that easy. Pressure is there. Meeting deadlines is, sometimes the task that you've been handling is not just one, not just handling the social media pages. There's still a lot, at the back of that image, right? My question for that one is, how do you usually handle stress, when it comes to work then?
Well, I have this quote that I always tell myself every start of my shift that I'm too blessed to be stressed. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
always make sure that I prioritize the priorities, and in handling stress, also, I really cannot deny that sometimes I will be affected to it, but I will not let it affect me. So what I do is I calm myself. I evaluate. I I I'll be on that specific pause. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
pause and reflect, take a deep breath, then analyze what's going on, and create a game plan. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, uh,
Okay.
get a game plan, then work on it and move forward.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Cool. That's good. And by the way, if you don't mind me asking, what are these social media platforms that you've been handling before? Of course,
Okay.
Facebook, IG, just Twitter. What else?
Aside from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I also have TikTok, and let me say, a lot of business owners use TikTok a lot because most of the people are on TikTok, even
Yeah.
though even old people or baby boomers. Also, YouTube, basically YouTube for longer videos and contents. I
Mm-hmm.
also do Pinterest, LinkedIn. Um, I also have Discord. Yeah, Discord also.
Okay.
And I guess that's it. That's it
Mm.
so far, as what I
Okay.
can remember.
All right, good. That's good. And what about the tools? What are the tools that you've been using, as a social media manager?
Yeah, there's a lot, but
Just
I
let's talk about the main for that one.
yeah. Okay. Well, Canva. I really love Canva. Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, Premiere Pro for video editing. I also use Filmora if just in case it's a faster work or an urgent work.
Mm-hmm.
For social media marketing, I use Facebook and Instagram
Mm-hmm.
business. I use Google My Business for posting campaigns. I use Levitate for email campaigns and texting,
Mm-hmm.
and also Kajabi for website developing,
Mm-hmm.
email campaigns, automations. If I will be doing some snippet, I use that. So I guess that's all I can think of as of the moment.
Okay. All right. Understood. Thank you. Aside from being a social media manager, do you have experience, being a general admin before or none?
Yeah, I believe that social media manager is just a general name for being a virtual assistant, or for being all of the social media positions there is, because social media manager is a
Mm-mm.
very broad position. Well, yes, I've been an executive or general assistant. I manage emails, schedule appointments, call clients, etc.
Okay, all right, good. That's good to know that. Okay, so yeah, I think I already have the intros that I'll be needing for this one, just a quick interview there. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna endorse this one to one of our clients who's, who will be managing, I mean, who's managing our social media manager here, okay? What I call this? So we will be endorsing this one, and Rocky will be reaching out to you for your schedule for your final interview. So keep checking your Skype from time to time because the main communication will be through Skype then, all right?
Okay, all right,
Okay,
perfect.
cool. Yep. Any questions so far before we end the call?
Well, the question is, are you having a great day? How are
Yeah,
you?
so to be honest with you, it's not that easy to be honest with you. It's not that
I
easy.
understand.
This week is kind of tiring, but of course, I'm still grateful to be honest with you.
Of course.
Having this job, and was able to see my family, at the same time actually.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
this is yeah.
not
Sorry,
to mention the dollar rate is 56 already, so I
I
believe
know, right? I
you're earning.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm earning. Of course, I'm earning for that. But of course, we still have
Yeah.
still have siblings that I need to support. Their education
Oh.
because right now I do have one college right now that
Oh.
that's supporting. So yeah, I mean at the end of the day, go for it. All right. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean thank you for asking. I hope that you do the same. Happy at the same time.
Of course. Of course.
Okay. All right, good. That's good to know. Any questions so far before we end the call?
Yeah, that's it. I enjoyed this talk.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Thomas Rafael. So yeah, we'll keep reach out to you again once we have the what do you call this, a schedule for your final interview. Then, okay?
All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Rafael. Thank you, and have a good night. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.